Hello everybody, welcome to my kitchen. I'll get it out in just a minute. Hope you had a great week. Welcome to Friday, right? This morning I wanted to show you some tips on tying a whole chicken using the rotisserie spit for the Pampered Chef Deluxe air fryer. Now this tying technique will work for tying a chicken in general, but I'm going to just show you what I do to tie a whole chicken when we're going to do a whole chicken. Now you can do up to a 5-pound bird in the Deluxe air fryer. This morning our chicken is right under 3 pounds, okay? Lots of grocery stores typically have those. You can look for the organic chicken. That's usually where you're gonna find the smaller birds. Now some people may look at my chicken this morning and say, that's a Cornish hen, because they want a large bird. But remember, you can only fit up to a 5-pound whole bird, roast, prime rib, whatever you're going to do, okay? So we're gonna learn this morning how to tie the chicken, we're gonna season the chicken, and we're also gonna learn how to utilize the Pampered Chef rotisserie spit for the Deluxe air fryer, okay? I also want to reiterate, it is Thanksgiving. Oh my gosh, Thanksgiving's right around the corner. Christmas is right around the corner. So hopefully you're gonna be getting together with friends and family, and sometimes even those that don't typically cook will be cooking. So if there's anything you need to pamperize your kitchen with, we have our items in stock. Shut the gate, paint the barn red. So I know you want to shop with someone that can deliver products, and that is exactly what you'll experience when you order from Pampered Chef, okay? So make sure to contact me for a shopping link so you can save big on pamperizing your kitchen. All right, so back to what we're on here for this morning, seasoning this chicken and tying. So here's the chicken. Of course, we've washed the chicken and we have trimmed off the excess. The tail is off of here. You know, we've taken out the little bag organs, so make sure to take that out. Sometimes, you know, and I know that a lot of you that are probably watching this, this isn't your first rodeo with dealing with a whole chicken or a turkey or whatnot, but sometimes you have people that are doing it for the first time. So, you know, you'll have that little bag that you need to get out, the giblets. I've trimmed off the neck, and I've trimmed off the little tail right here, and then take off any excess feathers. Pat your chicken dry, okay? And because we're gonna actually use some seasoning on here. Now the rosemary and herb seasoning mix is also really good. And I'm going to get that out. And I'm gonna have a couple of people who are watching this video later that still have not cooked any meat in their air fryer. And I'm gonna ask you why in the world have you not done that yet, okay? Because this thing saves you time, and the food is phenomenal that comes out of there. So even last night we did very thin chicken breast. When I say thin, you know, I'm talking about the thin sliced chicken. We did a couple of chicken breasts at the show last night. We used the lemon and garlic rub. Now this is a newer rub from Pampered Chef. Item number 100503. This is really good on chicken, okay? And we put that on the chicken breast, cooked that in the air fryer for 12 minutes. And it was so tender, and it was so juicy, and it was so good. So a lot of people tend to overcook, you know, chicken and pork chops. The air fryer will help you not do that, okay? All right, so here's the rotisserie spit. So let's put it together. And you have 2 forks. And so what you want to do is to take the fork here and put it on just like so. And you have a tightening screw that will actually tighten your fork in place, okay? So what you want to make sure to do is go ahead and screw one of these on here, okay? These are dishwasher safe, by the way, so you can put it in the dishwasher. And you want to come away from the end. So I'm giving you some details because you don't want to be over here at the end. This is going to fit into the sprocket inside of the air fryer, and that's where this will rest, okay? All right, so now that we have this on, what we want to do is we want to place our chicken on the spit so that, I'm just moving it down just a little bit. I had it a little bit too high. We're gonna put the chicken on the spit, okay? All right, so we're going to push that through just like that. And if you can see what I'm doing, I'm putting it into the meat there, okay? So, you know, you're not putting it in the cavity, but right below the cavity on this end, and then this side, you're going to take this fork and be able to secure the chicken even more, okay? And you want to push it in just a little bit. You don't want it just, what I'm trying to say is you don't want it just to be right against the chicken. You want it to go right on into the chicken, because the chicken will shrink as you cook it. And as it shrinks, you want to make sure that it stays on the spit, okay? All right, we don't want our chicken to run wild and free. All right, just trying to get this fork in place. And you just have to hold your mouth just right to get it on here. Just like so, okay? Now sometimes people are like, well, that's just too much work, I'm not doing all that. It's really not. Once you get used to it, you'll do it really fast, okay? Let me just move this screw out of the way. I don't have the screw out of the way, far enough out of the way. Let me turn it over so I can see. There we go. See how much easier that was? Okay, so that's what that looks like now. We have that secure. We're gonna tighten this up. I'm gonna wash my hands. So now this is what your little chicken looks like, okay? And tighten your screws, okay? All right, so let's get the kitchen spritzer. Before we do that, let's go ahead and tie the chicken. So you're gonna need some kitchen twine, and a box of twine is usually at Walmart. You know, you can also get it at some grocery stores. About $3 to $5 is what this will cost, and this is 200 feet. This is what I'm using this morning. 200 feet of this, and it will last you a long, long time. So don't be scared to get a lot out, okay? So what I like to do is just take my arms and just stretch this out just like that. Now that's a little bit more than I need, but you want to have more than enough and not just barely enough, okay? All right, so I'm going to lay the twine underneath the chicken, like so. And really all we're trying to do is to tie the wings and the legs together, okay? So what I'm gonna do is just something very simple, nothing fancy. And to be honest with you, you know, I don't profess to be a culinary student. I like to make things really simple and easy for guests and hosts. So there's nothing fancy that I'm gonna do here. And someone that has had some culinary training may even say, well, Michael, you didn't do that exactly right. And that's okay. The point is to tie the legs. I'm gonna cross this underneath, to tie the legs and the wings so that my chicken stays on the spit, but also I don't have legs and wings flopping against the sides of the air fryer, okay? That is all I'm going to do. And I'm gonna tie this down tight, bam. Okay, do you see what I just did? Now my chicken is tied up. I've got the knots and I'm good to go, okay? All right, I'm gonna put one more knot in here, just like that, and bam. Okay, so let's just cut this excess off. Your seasoning mix from Pampered Chef, which is item number 513-100-513. You're not gonna have to add salt, okay? So you don't need to add any excess salt. Some people wanna add salt to provide a crispy skin, but we're already gonna have that because we're gonna be using the air fryer, okay? So let's pump this kitchen spritzer up. We've got some garlic infused canola oil, and we're gonna spray our chicken with that. And we're going to go ahead and do one side at the time. So we're not using the lemon garlic. I just wanted to show you that as a great seasoning for some really good chicken like we had last night at the show. And then we're gonna use the rotisserie seasoning. This was crushed peppercorn and garlic. Those of you that cook with me a lot, you know that that is a staple in the kitchen. And you can also use the rotisserie basket, okay? I'm gonna put this few herbs on here, herbs de Provence, oui. I threw the oui in for free. Okay, that's item number 9496. And this helps you if you're looking for a salt-free alternative, okay? That is a great salt-free alternative. Our Italian seasoning mix and our dill mix also contains no sodium at all, okay? So crushed peppercorn and garlic again. Yay. We're doing the backside of the chicken and the rotisserie seasoning. And then we're going to put the herbs de Provence. Now, we also have a rotisserie basket that comes with the air fryer. So your rotisserie basket, you could put the cut up pieces of chicken. And all of this small chicken like this, cut into pieces, all of it would fit in the basket at one time, okay? And would be able to cook there, alrighty? So that's what our chicken looks like. I'm gonna put a little bit more of this over here on the legs. Yes. That's what our chicken looks like. Doesn't it look good? Okay. All right, one thing you're gonna love about our air fryer is your door comes off. So we have a door, not a drawer. We can take the door off just like this. We also have this tool. This is the tool that retrieves the basket or inserts the basket. The same thing with the whole chicken, okay? So I'm just gonna bring the cutting board over and I'm gonna pick up, we're gonna put this in the left side first because that, if it's not in the left side, then it's not going to turn. Okay, now you saw how I put it in the air fryer. You know, I'm not perfect, I'm just pampered, right? Okay, now let's put the door back on. And then let's close the door. And now we'll turn this on the rotisserie setting. Now you could use air fry with this, or you could use the rotisserie setting with this, whichever you prefer. Both of them are gonna be off the chain and provide you crispy skin on the outside and tender juicy chicken on the inside, okay? So I need to get going, so let's get this thing, it's set for 45 minutes. This usually takes anywhere between 39 and 49 minutes, depending on if you're doing the 3 pound, the 2 pound, 2.5 pound, 5 pound. Now remember, you can always add time, but you can't take time away. So you don't want to just put this thing on for like an hour and a half or anything like that, because you don't need that, okay? All right, so I'm just gonna hit start there. You can't regulate the temperature on the air fryer for air fry setting or for the rotisserie setting. So all you have to do is put your time in, hit start, you're done. You do have a light here, and one thing you want to make sure to do is to turn the light on and I can see the chicken turning, okay? And that's what you want to make sure. You want to make sure that your rotisserie spit is turning, or your basket is turning, or your air fryer skewers are turning. That way you can see, you know that it is fastened in that sprocket correctly, okay? Some people don't get that in, and that's why I told you to put the left side in first, because the other is just a hanger. And if you don't get it in the left side, it's not gonna what? It's not gonna rotate. So make sure that it's rotating, okay? In the Prep Pampered Chef quick cooker today, I have, you can see the quick cooker. I have some greens in here. I have 6 quarts of collard greens, and it only takes a little over an hour to cook 6 quarts of fresh collard greens. And you guys have seen me post the flyer about that. That thing is on sale, S-A-L-E. It is off the chain, okay? So if you need a quick cooker, if you need one that you can utilize, that's easy, oh my gosh, there's never been a better time to pamperize your kitchen with that, okay? All right, so that's gonna cook. I've showed you how to tie your chicken, tie your turkey, tie whatever you need to tie up for Thanksgiving. Don't tie yourself up, right? Okay, bye-bye now.